everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am in front of the camera today. I thought I would change things up. I am getting ready for a track day, so I thought, I'm in a routine now. I've been to the track several times, so I thought, I'm going to share what I do to prepare to go to the track. So let's get started. So one of the first things that I do to get ready to go to the track is actually just drive the car. So that means just driving the car around for a week or so and paying attention to what's going on. Do I hear something different? Does something feel different? Of course, do I have a check engine light? Duh. Things like that. So I just pay attention to what's going on with the car as I'm driving around. I like to get on the highway, make sure I go highway speeds as well as local speeds, see if I feel anything different in the car. So that's one of the first things that I do as I prepare to go to a track day. Next, of course, I check the oil the night before as well as a week before. So as I'm out and about, of course, I'm going to see if anything's going on with the car. And when I get home, I check the oil. Okay, let me pull the lipstick. And this is the thinnest oil I have ever seen. So that's just a normal thing that you should do. So that's something that I pay attention to. Number 3, check the tires. Now that's a no-brainer, of course. That's something that you always need to do. So I'll check my tire pressure. I know that the tires should be at 32 PSI. When I go to the track, I keep them at right around 30. So I usually inflate them to about 30 PSI ahead of time, and when I get to the track also at 30, and as they heat up, sure enough, they'll get up to 32 PSI. So I found that to be the sweet spot, so to speak, and that seems to be working really well. I'm sticking to the track, so I'm gonna stick with that process. Number 4, alignment and balancing. So on one time when I went to the track, I noticed right around 120 miles per hour, I was starting to get a lot of vibration from the front end. So I knew that it was time for me to have my tires balanced. What else did I do? Make sure the alignment was okay. That was also a good time. I should talk about number 5. That was also a good time to have my brakes checked. So I'm glad I went in to do that prior to my track day, because when I went to the track, I noticed it was a total difference in the vibrations in the car that basically went away, and just braking, everything I just felt like I was in so much more control. So I'm really glad that I went ahead and had the balancing done, as well as check the alignment and the brakes. Now my brakes, of course, are new, so when I go to tech inspection, they always check that. So I'm doing pretty good to have a very heavy boat going around the track and still have my brakes in good shape. So of course, that's something else that you have to check, the brakes. Number 6, octane booster. So I think I mentioned in my dyno video that you can only get 91 octane here in Nevada. So it is what it is. So I use Boostain. I'll put a link in the description. So that, of course, that changes the octane rating. So that's one of the things that I'll do before track day. I have to get it at that right timing when it's time to go fill up the tank. So I make sure I'm like a quarter tank or below. I'll go ahead and add that octane booster and then fill up the car. While I'm there, I might as well get my car washed. I do that too. It's nice to have a nice clean car when you go to the track. You need your windshield cleaned, right? All right, this is a car wash video selfie. And plus, you just want to take some pictures because it's fun. Well, that's what I want to do. So I'll do that at the gas station. So put in my octane booster, fill up the gas, get it a little washa, and off I go. The 7th thing that I do is prep the interior. So you're thinking, what is she talking about? So my seating position for everyday driving is different than my seating position when I go to the track. So I try to make sure I have one of the settings set for where I want the seat to be at the track, so I don't have to fiddle around with it. When you're at the track and you're just ready to go, you don't want to think about things like that. You just want to put your helmet on, get in the car, and go. So that's one thing that I'll set the night before. Another thing I'll do is get all of my cameras ready, and it's not for YouTube, so to speak. When I take my cameras to the track, I'm really there to study my behavior, to take a look at what I'm doing, to see what I need to do to improve. So it's not for vanity. It really truly is for me to take a look and see what things I need to do differently, what things that I do great. I'm really committed to learning, so that's really why I take my cameras to the track. And I've been so many times, and I know I don't have footage of it on YouTube because I really want to focus on learning. So the night before, I get everything set up, so when I go, I don't have to worry about it. Is this working correctly? Did I set up the GoPro right? I want everything ready when I go, so I'll get that set up the night before. Number 8, prep my attire and my helmet. So I like to make sure I have everything in the car that I need. I have my clothes set and ready so I can just hop up in the morning, take my shower, get dressed, and go out the door. So I like to make sure I have all of that ready. Everything is in the trunk that needs to be in the trunk. And speaking of which, I need to take things out of the trunk so things aren't clunking around. I'm sure you could hear things in my first video when I was at the track. Most of that was hand sanitizer. Remember, this was October and we were in our second lockdown here in Nevada. So yeah, that's another thing that I'll do. Make sure anything that's in the trunk that's just going to be rolling around, just take that out. It doesn't need to be there anyway. So number 9. So of course on the day of track day, I'll need to go to tech inspection. When I go, I don't want to have any surprises, so that's why I make sure I've checked the oil, I've checked the brakes, had it serviced if I needed to. I want to have all of that in place when I go to tech inspection so there aren't any surprises. But sometimes tech inspection will find something. On my last visit just a few days ago, when I went to tech inspection, there were some pins that were loose in that front, it's right in front of the tires, the pins in the wheel well. It's just cosmetic. One of those was almost completely out. So that's something that I didn't catch. So it's really great to go to tech inspection. So I really appreciate the help that they provide as far as checking the tires and the brakes and everything, making sure everything is okay. I want to be safe for myself as well as anyone else out on the track. Number 10, put on my helmet and set my driving mode. Now, believe it or not, I have forgotten at least once to change my driving mode, and I'll get out on the track and I'm wondering why. I've got it floored. What is going on? Eco mode. I had turned on eco mode because it was raining, so I left it on. So that was it. That was my default mode. So when I went to the track days later and I didn't change it to the settings that I always use for the track, I just could not figure out why is the car going so slow. I forgot it was in eco mode. Eco mode on the track, y'all. Help me, Lord. So that is just about it. Those are all of the things that I do to prepare for track day and on track day. One more thing that I like to do when I get to the track is just take a few minutes, just sit behind the wheel, close my eyes and start to visualize the track going into the turns, where I need to slow down, where I need to speed up. And that helps me to, it just helps me to relax and get my head in the game. So that's just a little bonus thing that I like to do, is just take a few minutes to just relax, clear my mind, and get my head into the track. So I'm going through that straight away. I'm thinking all of that through in that turn one that always gives me the heebie-jeebies. But you know what? I've got another video coming for that. I have mastered turn one. I have mastered turn one. So it's not, oh my God, coming out of that straightaway at 125 miles per hour and thinking, oh my gosh. So yeah, I have mastered that. I'll have another video about that and how well I'm improving. So that is it today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I know we're a very small community right now. I am committed to letting this channel grow. I'm going to stick with the format that I have, with sharing a vlog and then sharing my figure it out videos. I absolutely love doing those figure it out videos. It's been decades with an S on the end since I've done physics homework, but it's just been so much fun to do that, and I hope that it will be appreciated in the future. I just really want to encourage anyone, young or my age, old, to pursue their dreams, pursue their STEM dreams through education or through a career change. So hats off to you if you're following along and working on those problems with me. I'm really enjoying that. So that's it for today, friends. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video, and of course, keep the racing off of the streets and on the track. See ya.